Hello everyone, today I have decided that I will be starting my own series. Basically, this is somewhat similar to Addis Throws What If Civilization Started Over, but I just wanted to do it differently. So, civilization, at least our history, started off about there, because that's where I'll have it start off here. So, I guess this is like Bronze Age kind of era. They would expand into Mesopotamia because it's more fertile there. So they would probably abandon some of their inner territories. Their seeding would probably just focus on the coastline, trying to grow. Eventually, however, I think we could get some kind of war to happen. As you know, civilization didn't just spread out from one nation. Some people just left to go found their own nation. So they would probably try and expand further north, following the Tigris and Euphrates. Eventually, they'd probably reach the Mediterranean Sea before reaching. I would say if they get to about here. For a Bronze Age civilization, that's huge, which is why I'm gonna have them split up. Some of the farthest regions of the empire would probably split off. The Red Nation would not be able to hold on. So the Blue Nation would be able to get away with it, forming a small state. Small state. At this point, the Red Nation's economy is partially trading with Blue. Partially trading with Blue. Fishing, and, well, yes, a little bit of farming in Mesopotamia. So, yeah, I think Red would be able to get a little bit, just a couple of extra territories here and there. And overall, I think that some kind of third nation would form somewhere around the Caucasus region. At first, they would probably break off in the north of the empire, because this is an area that actually matters to them. Red would obviously try and take it back. Probably taking more than what they had before, right? Yeah. It's like a little bit more than what they had before. Instead, these guys start to live in the Caucasus Mountains. We already have three nations, though I clearly see most of the world is not colonized. Expansion at this point would be slow. Red would still dominate the world. Red undoubtedly would dominate. Blue, solid second place, and green. Its only advantage is having a natural defense. It would be hard for a nation like Red to defeat them, despite their overwhelming military power. Military power. this point, the era of civil wars will probably be over. There will be a brief time of slow expansion. Red would start to expand further down the coast, making smaller settlements. Green? Green could probably expand far enough. Green could probably get to Crimea. So I think that blue could also expand, but their expansion would be rather slow. Kind of following the Nile. Follow the Nile. I don't know, maybe extend a little bit in Cyrenaica. Apart from that, they're probably just gonna chill. If there were to be a war, it would probably be between blue and green versus red. But I don't really think that blue or green would be willing to fight red. So red civilization has probably multiple times the population. Green and red probably has like a solid 2 million people by now. Blue probably like 800,000, and green I would assume like a third of a million at best, because they just can't compete. They struggled. Green would expand rapidly. Expand rapidly. I will have some kind of, at least temporarily nomadic people start to pop up. Similar to what happened in the Tutorial series. But for now, they will not be. For now, however, they need to stay put. Because red. Because they are reliant on red. They are entirely reliant on red. Okay, hold up. I'm not just fixing all the colors. There we go, alright, we're back. Hypothetically, I honestly feel like we could get some kind of yellow state, like right here. However, yellow will be extremely weak. Yellow and purple would practically be vassal states of red at this point. Blue really just... There's obviously kind of dispute over these territories. Turtle, I would assume, be able to expand their territory. They do have to conquer most of Anatolia. Of course, we have to talk about some kind of Bronze Age collapse. Wow, we're already 9 minutes in. Some kind of Bronze Age collapse, I would assume, is what would happen. Most of these civilizations are not going to survive this. Red, at first, will just lose their outer territories, but then it starts to get real. They start losing massive amounts of territory. Territory blue starts falling. Blue is heavily weakened. Purple practically dies. Here. Green is unaffected. Green probably loses Crimea. That's about it. I mean, that's about it. Yellow, on the other hand, yellow almost dies entirely. Red will still be the Golden Tower. But realistically, Red has been demoted. Red is down to just Lusitania. And the aftermath, Green would, for a short time, be the New World superpower. Well, from here, we can kind of just... Okay, screw it. I'm gonna go on to add a couple of new ones. I don't have to do it later. Okay, screw it. 3 new ones for next episode. So, can Red rebound? In my opinion, yes. But Red really needs to not overextend. So they will stop here. Not here. While Blue starts their expansion. That's the rebound. That's the rebound for a second there. In my opinion, I think some kind of major war would happen. Just somehow. Hypothetically. I don't know, man. Blue. Red assassinates Blue's king or something. Something. And realistically, what would the teens even be? Realistically, yellow and purple have at least a reason to be on Blue's team. Also a reason to just stay neutral. Purple and yellow, I feel, are too weak to do much. I do feel that yellow would stay on Red's team, at least for the first moments of the war. Yellow at least has a decent reason to join. So, one moment. Oh wait, I am back. So we need to... So, realistically, if Red is the aggressor, then I think that technically Green would lose at first. Red goes on the offensive at first. Probably comes decently close to defeating Blue. Before Blue starts to hold them off, and then Green's armies can actually... Crap. Green's armies can actually advance. Let's start the advance. I'm not saying that Blue and Green have much of an advantage, but at this point, this is the point where I would have Purple join this great war. Let's join this seemingly great war. At this point, Red starts losing hard. Red would start losing really bad. They would not be able to do literally anything about this. Their armies probably get encircled. Yellow at least will fight until the end. Well, that is, until these guys inevitably surrender. Which I think would happen at this point. To save their empires. So, how do the borders change? Well, first things first, green takes some minor territories. Blue will expand their holds, while purple would originally supposed to take this land. But no one really agree on what happens to this territory. So it would naturally go to purple as well, to make them slightly stronger. Red, red forgot, yellow also needs to be punished. So obviously green is going to take some very minor territories. It's very minor territories. Here's one of them. Overall, blue is the strongest nation, green is second strongest, purple's third, red would be fourth, and yellow would be the weakest. Yeah, red really needs to get it together. But in the meantime, we have a sort of Greek nation starting to form. Yeah, we have some kind of Greek nation that would form. For now, all that they would be able to do is just capture the coastline. Yeah, totally. I'll just be able to hold on to that. So, more nations would start to pop up. Even more nations start existing. Now, orange? Some kind of orange nation could start existing over here after green lost Crimea. The expansion of this nation would be rather slow, to say the least. Overall, now it's 7 nations. A new world war would be impossible. Well, blue, green, and purple, if you're all on one team, then yeah. Realistically, if these two were to go to war, blue's gonna join. When they're gonna join, green's gonna go against them. And therefore being at war. Purple and blue. Red's obviously gonna join. So it's very much a 3v3, because yellow has no reason to do literally anything in that case. Now expansion continues. Specifically yellow. Yellow actually starts making decent gains. Yellow had managed to extend, but red had a new strategy. Try and conquer Libya. That was red's new strategy. And it was starting to pay off. Soon enough, they were dominating. They made massive gains. Blue would attempt to grow their influence by marching out west. Into North Africa. As slowest as they could. Creating some kind of Mediterranean juggernaut. That is, of course, until the good old-fashioned civil war happens. And yeah. Blue has just created a new enemy. They would also start colonizing a couple of Mediterranean islands. Blue had just watched their empire kind of crumble. At the same time, okay, we kind of need more different things here. Okay, boom. Do these really look like the exact same? No, they look completely different. Maybe. This does not look like that. No, it doesn't look like that either. Great. We have a new nation. Some kind of Italy. Oh man, I guess we have a substitute for Rome now. This is all of our civilizations? Yeah. It's just... Well, I'm not sure if I want to end off the episode yet. But I think I will. Actually, no. Some of these civilizations haven't extended at all. No anytime recently. I'm gonna make green extend quite a bit. Blue will once again try to expand, but this time in a much safer region. They will try and conquer all of Egypt, which seems to work for now. The Cyan nation looks like to stand. Our purple would not be happy with this influence. Purple would be able to gain control over Cyprus and Crete. Some kind of war would happen. Eventually, I feel that Purple would wind up winning, allowing them to start fighting again. Cyan will be once again weakened as Tartarian invasions start weakening. For a short time, Orange may even take Constantinople, but I don't think they are able to hold on to it. Cyan will make a comeback, just not right now. Just not right now. So as you can see, the entire Lu family of nations, if they were to unite, right now they would easily be the strongest nation in the world. Partially because they have a lot of just second-rate powers. Anyways, that's where I'm going to end it all for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.